Why hello, motherfuckers. I'm back and we're doing a Cobra Kai video. What if, Robby did not kick Miguel off the freaking balcony? And so, this is, of course, season 2, final episode, and then we're gonna go into season 3, which I think this might be just one part. So yeah, I think I can get it over with in a little bit. Anyways, so basically, Miguel finally lets go of Robby and says, "I'm sorry." Robby does hit Miguel, but once Robby is able, gets up and tries to kick Miguel, Miguel just blocks and pins him down again. And then Robby finally has time to calm down, which is honestly what should have happened. Miguel completely let down his guard, and yeah, actually I should change the title. What if Miguel stopped Robby from kicking him off the balcony? Because we all know that Miguel was superior to Robby in that scene. So Robby would not go to jail. And basically Miguel would see Sam, and Tori, and remember that we need to stop it. Both of them would. They would go to their partners, and then, yeah, I'm gonna say that, Kreese does still take over the dojo and kicks Johnny out for now. And then we'll try and get him back later. But anyways, but yeah, I say that Hawk would actually stay with Johnny, but Kreese would talk to Robby. Would just find it, because I'm pretty sure he was with Daniel, so that wouldn't work. I would say that he finds him at the store that they always find people at. Like, what the shit? But at that one freaking marketplace, and then he starts to worm his way into Robbie's head. By the way, Robby and Miguel would talk about what happened. But it's like Robby would still not like Miguel because of mostly what happened in the freaking tournament and the fucking and at the party. And Tori, and then he would also know what happened between Miguel and Sam. But yeah, I'm gonna say that freaking Sam and Robby go apart for a little bit, and in Robby's vulnerable state, Kreese would worm his way in, and Robby would join Cobra Kai. But it wouldn't be as much hatred. He would just be like, this is the right thing to do, is to join these guys. Because he is fucked in the head. So yeah, Tori would still be with Kreese because she doesn't have an attachment to Johnny, really. But yeah, and then freaking Sam and Miguel would probably get back together. By the way, Tori and Miguel would do break up. So yeah, same ships. But when we get to season 3, because it was months passing between season 2 and season 3, to the point that, or weeks, I don't remember. But yeah, Miguel would be at like his peak at this point because he never freaking broke his neck, back, neck, or anything. He never fell off the balcony. And he would continue training along with Hawk, who, if you didn't notice, Hawk is of course strong, but in season 2, once Miguel got serious, he kind of negged him. But Hawk would be training like 2 times harder, so he would probably be at his season 4 self. So yeah, while Miguel would be at his season 5. I do believe that season 4, Hawk is stronger than season 5 Hawk because yeah. But and Hawk would be more at peace with himself. And so would Miguel. Robby would be training like all hell. He would be at, I wouldn't say his prime, which would be season 5. I'm going to say his season 4 self, who was comparable to Hawk. Of course, Hawk was stronger than Robby. So yeah. Hold on. Oh, I am back. I know I didn't pause it. I didn't feel like it. But yeah, freaking, he'd be, it. I still say that the house fight would go on, just Tori wanting to kill Sam. But the difference is that Hawk, one, Hawk is not with Cobra Kai. 2, I don't think Hawk is even there. But, by the way, Kyler still joins Cobra Kai. And yeah, Miguel did not get kicked off the balcony and wasn't weak. But it wasn't weekend where Kyler would be like, I'm going after the weaker one, this fucking cocky bitch. And then freaking, but I think that he would try and go after Miguel for revenge. He thinks that he can take Miguel now, which, like I said, Miguel is at his prime basically. He is season 5. The only difference is that he does not have Miyagi-Do, but he is very good with his defense, like really good. Not Miyagi-Do defense, but like normal defense, to the point that it's just, he's kind of a mixed fighter, kind of like in season 2, and freaking, which, by the way, Johnny did say that if Miguel, stayed training in freaking Miyagi-Do, that he would be better fighter. Which, if you didn't notice, it took Miguel a couple months to become a black belt in Cobra Kai. It took him a week at max to become basically a master at Miyagi-Do. Not completely mastering it, but like become really fucking good at it. So yeah, and then it's just Miguel would Kyler of course would go at him, which I'm gonna say that Robby is there, and I think he's a little bit more corrupted by Kreese, because yeah, and then because I want to, so fuck you. But he would basically he would easily neg Kyler. Kyler would be walking up to him cocky as shit, and he would just punch him in the gut one time, and Kyler would basically be on the ground. and just basically fucking gasping for air, and then Miguel would kick him and knock him out. Robby would notice this and go straight to Miguel. By the way, Sam and Tori's fight is going to the same. I say they're the same level as its original. So yeah. And then, like, Robby would go on to offense at first, but he would realize that Miguel is just superior to him in that, so he would go on to defense. And because Miguel is much faster and lands hits and more hits on Robby than Robby can on him. So he'd basically just start blocking the attacks and stuff, thinking that he may be able to beat Miguel this way, along with his freaking offense, because Robby is very physically strong, but in season 5, it's pretty clear Miguel was the only one who gave Robby a freaking nosebleed with one kick. Meanwhile, with Robby, he never gave Miguel a nosebleed. So yeah, pretty clear that Miguel season 5 is physically stronger than Robby. So yeah, Robby would be outmatched here, like a good amount, but it doesn't mean that Robby's gonna give up. But yeah, and then but he would put up such a good fight with Miguel that he would basically, Miguel would be like, how about we might need to join Miyagi-Do to beat Cobra Kai. And then just basing everything off Robby and Tori. Not Kyler, because Kyler is probably one of the weakest in his opinion. So yeah. And then Miguel would just defeat Robby, put him in an arm lock like before, and then just throw him out the house and lock the door. It's that easy. And then they would go to where Sam is. Well, he would go to where Sam is and Demetri would also. But yeah, and then they would join forces. Miguel would learn Miyagi-Do from Daniel. Of course, the same shtick happens the same, where Johnny is not really liking how attached Miguel and Daniel are getting, and it's just like it's just weird for him. He does want to fight Daniel, but it would take longer because because I want Miguel to have at least a week, a little bit more than a week of training with Daniel, where he would basically master Miyagi-Do at that time. I do believe that he would, which may seem crazy to a lot of people, but not to me. It's honestly true. That's probably what would happen. But anyways, by the way, I'm just playing Blox Fruit. Yeah. And, but yeah, the fight would happen the same. They would break up, and then they would still find Devin. All that shit would happen. But Miguel is basically a I would say that he is at because Prime Miguel is stronger than Mike Barnes in my opinion. I would say he is at. Ooh, he would be at. Let me think. So, you know what? Just like 2 times stronger than his season 5 counterpart. There, that's the best I can do. But yeah, Miguel would basically breeze through the tournament. Even Hawk, which I would say that Hawk would be on Miyagi-Do's side because I want to keep it like the original. So yeah, the final match would be Miguel and Robby, and Miguel would just easily defeat Robby. And Robby would freaking get a little bit mad, but everything would end up the same as the original. And then Chosen would come in. I would say that Daniel would talk to Johnny and tell him about Chosen. And I'm gonna say that Daniel tells Chosen about Miguel. Chosen would want to meet Miguel. And at this point, I would say that freaking Chosen would train Miguel. By the way, there will be a video of What If about Chosen and Miguel. Trust me. Which will be pretty interesting. Anyways, but that will be coming out in like, I don't know how long. We'll see, because I got other What If plans. What if it was like, it was the reincarnation category? What? Oh, you didn't hear me. But yeah, and then basically, freaking Miguel would learn the Miyagi-Do pressure points, and would basically just say, just freaking, and would master the more like fighting, the more aggressive style of Miyagi-Do, and basically be on the level of freaking a sensei. I would say, because no, they beat her easily. They had trouble with him, but I would say, he could easily defeat all the masters from Japan that like easily, like pretty easily at that point, because you gotta realize that the strongest of the masters was freaking beaten by Tori and Devin, which, by the way, fucking Tori had a broken hand. Just saying. But yeah, he would easily be able to beat all of them together. So yeah, he's probably on the level. But then again, not even Johnny could do that. You know what? He's stronger than Johnny. Fuck it. He's stronger than Johnny, and then freaking, but he's weaker than Chosen. So yeah, and weaker than Terry, I say. So yeah, and until season 6 come out, that is the most you're gonna get from me. Actually, wait, no, we gotta continue it. So basically, Miguel doesn't go to Mexico. Robby and Robby still does the same shtick. Him and Robby do fight and let it all out. Miguel would basically just be blocking all his attacks to have Robby calm down, and then it would be his turn to just beat the shit out. So yeah, Miguel would beat Robby, and then freaking he would actually be with Johnny, Chosen, and Mike Barnes. Of course, Miguel would not be like drunk, so yeah. Miguel would just yeah, he would be he would be the best chance they have at fighting the other senseis, while Mike Barnes gets knocked the fuck out. And then Chosen is still gonna fight fucking Terry, but I'm gonna say Chosen trained a little bit more. So yeah, he would basically be he would basically beat Terry, not kill him, and then freaking Miguel would get down there with Johnny being perfectly fine, basically. And then they would go to the Cobra Kai place, which Robby would, which Hawk would actually help Robby with Kenny. Because yeah, Robby could have easily beat Kenny, but yeah. Anyways, he would, Kenny would be getting his ass kicked basically, so would Kyler and all of them. And then they finally get the upper hand, and then Miguel just shows up and takes out most of them. And then Kenny would try and go after him, and Miguel would just freaking neg him. But yeah, Terry would never come, and then they would show the clip, yada yada. And that's basically it. If you want me to redo this, then just like the video or dislike, whichever one. Whatever, I don't care. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye now.